I was answering YouTube questions, and it seemed like there was a common question since we posted a couple of videos about tours. So I just wanted to ask you guys, what is our official policy on tours?
Okay, there's two types, formal and informal. Informal means you call us up the day you want to come and say, yo, you making candy today? I want to bring my posse over right about 2 o'clock with like 4 of us. That cool? Yeah. And we'll give you a yay or a nay. We'll work around it, you know, because basically it's going to be around what time he's going to eat lunch.
Yeah. So it depends on if someone's in the chocolate.
Yes. Now, formal would be you definitely are planning on bringing a set number of people, like say Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, a class. You really have to plan this ahead. Mm-hmm. And you're going to bring a group of, say, at least 10. Our formal tours are for between 10 and 20, maybe 25. But you have to have at least 10 for a formal tour. In which case, that's for an appointment, and that's for a tour guide. Hi, that would be me. And we'll bring you down here. Steve will definitely be here making candy. You'll get to see whatever chocolate making he's doing. Then we'll also show you the video of 3 types of candy that we make at Christmas time. Ribbon candy, candy canes, peanut brittle. And then there's question and answer. That takes about 25 minutes down here. And then we go back upstairs. And then usually the kids want to shop. Who could blame them? They're in a candy store. Mm-hmm. And then on the way out, they'll all get a sample. So the tour from start to finish for a group of 10 to 20 people is going to be up to an hour. And there's no charge for the tour. Obviously, we
always free.
Encourage you to buy stuff.
Wouldn't be a store without it.
There's no charge for the tour. But informal is basically the day you're coming in, just call and give us a heads up. We're almost always making candy.
Always.
But you want to call, because if there's a snowstorm, he's going to be shuffling.
Yeah, so I'll post up our phone number as well as email address, because you can email Mom too. Mm-hmm. You can post about it on YouTube, but like in the comments, but don't expect us to remember exactly when, if it's just coming from YouTube. You can say, hey, I'm coming, but, you know, let us know by phone call or email.
It's better to get some actual confirmation.
Yeah, not just like from someone who's their username doesn't have anything to do with their name.
Yeah,
you know, you have no idea who they are.
Fix things around here, or sometimes they have to go to Home Depot or Lowe's or something.
He's not just the candy man.
Yeah. And
he's also the handyman.
Yeah, and Mom also has a job as a waitress.
Yes, I do.
And Dad is also the plumber, electrician, maintenance man, shoveler.
Yeah.
And I also work at another job. So there's a chance that not all of us would be here unless you call us ahead of time and set something up ahead of time. So set something up ahead of time. And there's actually been a couple people. I was here recently, and there was a couple who came from Rochester, and I think they just showed up, didn't they? Yeah. Because there were just like 2 people, and they were lucky that we're all here. I actually just got back from a run, so I came down and I was still like all wearing all my running clothes, and I was sweaty and gross. And there was some other lady who came down recently, and people just come in, pop in. You can just like hope for the best. But if you're gonna be coming, like a couple of people said they're gonna come from like New Jersey or Pennsylvania, Ohio, Indiana. So like if you're going to do that, you're better off calling or emailing ahead of time to make sure, so that you don't come here and then you only get Dad or only get Mom, or
Yeah, anytime if you're just randomly in the store, it's always an option to say, hey, anybody making candy?
Yeah.
I'd like to go down, which is fine if somebody's on duty. But if you definitely want to see the candy and talk to the candy people, call ahead.
Yeah, and if you are coming from out of town, there's tons of other things to do in Syracuse. So you could go to like an SU game. There's the Gigunda Mall. Yeah, it's not called the Gigunda Mall. It is Gigunda.
It's one of the biggest malls in the country.
Yeah, it's called Destiny USA. Yes. So you could do that.
But if you're from Syracuse, you call it Carousel, because that's what it was named originally about 25 years ago.
But yeah, so if you're going to be coming from, like someone even said they might come from Ottawa or Ontario.
Yeah, folks coming from Canada often will want to go shop at Destiny USA, because that's a very big draw for some of our Canadian tourists.
Yeah, so if you were going to be coming from like out of state or like somewhere like really, really far away, I would suggest like looking maybe Groupon, like finding some other things to do. Because I mean, I don't know about everybody else, but I wouldn't want to go somewhere just to go get a tour for like a half an hour and buy some candy and then leave. I would probably want to make a day of it.
There's all kinds of microbreweries around.
Yeah, Dad loves brewing beer. I don't think we've ever touched on that, but
a lot of microbrews all over the place now.
Yeah, and there's There's a place called Dinosaur Barbecue that is like really, really huge in Syracuse. But if you're vegan, there's Strong Hearts, and Strong Hearts is like the best vegan restaurant I've ever been to. So there really is something for everybody in Syracuse. So if you guys want to get a tour, now you know how to get a tour, and now you know to stop by and do other stuff too. Is that good?
Good.
Good.